Tenfeld says Newfoundland and Labrador is one of the most volatile provinces in the country. The Canadian Tourism Commission says if 12 minutes isn't quite enough time, there's plenty of opportunities to pitch or develop stories throughout the week. Exactly how much will it cost to repair all this damage? Well, that's still unknown. It's a controversial topic he's taken on before, and at the podium in front of about 400 delegates, Jason Kenney brought it up again.
There's always the last resort of the temporary foreign worker program, my favorite issue.
The minister ended up spending several minutes on the issue and then took questions from delegates. Kathy Hambley says hearing the status quo from Kenney isn't encouraging and that industry needs more time to transition.
And it has really left our employers in a very dire situation, particularly in seafood processing, where many don't know how they're going to be able to open next year.
It's a concern also highlighted by the PEI Seafood Processors Association, but Kenney says data collected by his office indicates there is no labor shortage, that there are islanders to do the work.
Every single month of the year, there are more unemployed fish processing plant workers than there is demand for temporary foreign workers. So there's a clear mismatch there, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Kenney suggests employers reach out to local workers and take a market response by possibly increasing wages, providing better benefits, or offering flexible shifts. But some business owners here say it's not that easy, that finding people who want to work is the challenge.
The economy of Canada is at stake. I mean, you can't grow an economy if you don't have people to work in the businesses.
Kenney points out that no other developed countries have a temporary foreign workers program, and he says those economies have been able to prosper and grow. Robyn Miller, CBC News, Charlottetown.
And the CBC's Robyn Miller was at that demonstration and joins us now live. Robyn, how many people turned up for this?
Preston, about 50 people came out to this today, so it wasn't a huge crowd, but the rally lasted for just over an hour, and their message was clear. It's access they want. Access they say women on PEI deserve. Access to local abortion services.
It's absolutely ridiculous. They're not treating us like people who can make our own decisions.
It's the end of a long day on the water for these fishermen, but now their catches are worth more.
Well, like most fishermen, quite happy about it. You know, anytime the price goes up on anything, it makes the fishery better.
Bernard Riley has been fishing for close to 30 years. He says while it's been slow going, things are looking up. In the last week, he says prices have moved up a quarter to $3.50 a pound for canners and $4 a pound for markets.
Robyn Miller reports.
At her home in Howe Bay, Anna Peters takes in the peace and quiet. She's making the most of her time to relax because in August she'll be traveling to Halifax twice a week for a new cancer trial.
I'm not looking forward to it, but if that's the only option, I have to try it.
Peters has multiple myeloma, a cancer of the bone marrow. Her latest round of chemotherapy didn't work, and she says her doctor prescribed the drug Revlimid. Problem is, that drug isn't covered by her insurance or under Health PEI's PharmaCare formulary. She says it costs about $10,000 a month, so she can't get it.
It is expensive, but I don't understand why other cancer drugs get approved and not the Revlimid.
The Department of Health and Wellness estimates that it would cost well over $315,000 a year to help 5 patients with Revlimid. And while it is on the list for consideration, the department says it receives hundreds of requests for new drug coverage every year. Anne Langstroth runs a support group for islanders with multiple myeloma. The former nurse says there are no drugs on PEI's formulary for that disease, and for some, Revlimid could help with treatment.
Every other province in Canada has approved it. The last one was over a year ago, and PEI has not yet covered it, and it's a very important drug for a lot of people in our group.
Anna Peters says she considered moving to another province, but her children and 8 grandkids are on the island.
I feel sad about it and a little bit angry. I don't know. It's frustrating.
So for now, all she can do is wait, go for treatment in Halifax, and hope the province covers Revlimid soon. Robyn Miller, CBC News, Howe Bay.